What up, webheads? Welcome to ComicCast 9000. Today we're talking about Spider-Man 2. What's gonna happen? What happened in the trailer? What are we gonna see? We got B Tendency.
What's going on?
And see, Money, thank you for having me.
We're gonna talk about the Spider-Man 2 trailer, our expectations for the sequel, and just, a little bit of speculation, talking about what we think is gonna go down. So we all saw the Spider-Man 2 trailer. The symbiote, what did you guys think?
Awesome, but looked like armor.
I completely agree. I like it. I just don't like the patches on like his sides and his arms.
It doesn't look cohesive like a goo like the symbiote is, right?
But the mask looks like a helmet, like something I'd wear on my motorcycle.
A little bit.
When he first jumps out of the house,
I like the eyes, like the texture of the eyes.
I like how they made them bigger, because the eyes are supposed to get bigger.
Yeah, that part looks like alien goo. Looks like almost wet when it does a close-up of his face.
I wonder if it's going to show how he got it, or if we're just going to get into the game and it's going to be like, he's got it, watch out for this motherfucker.
I want them to show us how they get it, because I want them to do the Eddie Brock. I want them to do Venom right, especially I want them to set it up.
I read the PlayStation blog on the game, and apparently when he gets out of that basement or whatever, apparently that's Connor's house. And apparently that suit is new, right? So what if he just stumbled upon it? He's at Connor's when he comes out and that suit takes over him, right? And obviously he just got it because everyone's surprised, acting like a dick.
That's true, because even Miles says when he shows up at the warehouse after, he says, new suit? That implies that he didn't have it before this point. So do you think you're not going to have the symbiote for the whole game?
No,
probably not. It'll probably be a certain part of the story that you'll get it.
And then we're going to get a Venom game.
So what I think is going to happen, showing how he's acting already, especially if this is the case and he's just got this symbiote, he's going to get a lot worse. I think he's going to be, if not the boss battle, like the semi-boss battle of this game. Miles is going to have to fight Peter as a Venom-esque thing near the end of the game. And then the symbiote's going to leave. And then we'll get a tease of it at the end. The same way we got Miles' powers at the end of Spider-Man 1. And then we'll get a mini Venom game like we got the Miles Morales game. How sick was the gliding wings?
I have mixed opinions.
You have mixed. I think it's going to be difficult.
I don't think it's going to be difficult.
I don't think it's going to be an easy thing to control.
I think it's going to be too easy.
You think so?
Yeah, dude. Web slinging was harder than that. Look at that. Did you see how long he was in the air for? And he caught drafts. You see those circles? Those were air drafts. Those were air drafts that sped him up. You know what I mean? Half the fun of Spider-Man is just, dude. Sometimes I beat the game 3 times now. I just swing around and listen to my own music on Apple Music. You know,
go for a drive.
I just have fun, and then a random crime pops up, and I punch a few guys in the face, and then I continue my swing.
There's probably going to be side missions though, where that's what you have to do. You have to do it in a certain time or something to get so many tokens.
Upgrade it as well, make it last longer, and get it better speeds or something like that.
What if they do the Spider-Man Unlimited suit in this game?
Oh.
But I want it to be like the Scarlet Spider suit, where they kind of made a game version of it. I don't want it to look like the cartoon.
Like how the Into the Spider-Verse one looks out of place.
Yeah.
But we want Sam Raimi black suit.
That'd be a great one, yeah.
I want Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Bro.
Oh, that would fucking slap. Tell me that
Sony give us Amazing Spider-Man 3 already.
I hope to do a Clone Saga in this too. I know a lot of people don't like the Clone Saga, because then that could be another spin-off too. Do a Spider-Man 3, and then they do a Scarlet Spider game. Because if they made a Venom game, bro, who wouldn't buy that fucking game? Like a Miles Morales game, it's $10, $20 less than the full price, but you get to be Venom. Raven's too jacked. That's fucked up. He's an old man. He can't look like that.
How old is he supposed to be in this game?
Well, they say in the beginning, you've gotten slow with your old age, and he's like...
That could have been some 19-year-old to a 30-year-old. 30's not old. 30's that guy's got man strength, and he's not even got super back problems yet. It's
crazy to think too that the symbiote's never been done in this universe, because this is a Spider-Man who's experienced, right?
Yeah.
He's been doing this for years.
And now he's getting the symbiote. He's gonna fuck shit up. And in that PlayStation blog, they said this is a Spider-Man that's not pulling punches.
He didn't seem
like Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man. He's not pulling punches no more.
Yeah, so they said in the blog.
So he also,
I think he's gonna kill somebody, and that's gonna be oh no, because he doesn't kill nobody.
I mean, Sandman.
We killed Sandman?
He tried, right? Yeah.
He tried hard, yeah. Remember he drenched him with the water, and he went to Aunt May. He's like, "Don't worry, Flint Marco's dead," and she's like, "How do you know that?"
Spider-Man wouldn't do that.
So what do you think of the switching between Peters and Miles? It seems like that's how it's going to work. You're going to intermediately have to play as one or the other.
I just hope it doesn't tell me to press square to switch to Mary Jane Watson.
Those were the worst missions.
The Miles missions in Spider-Man 1 were also shit. These Miles missions look pretty dope.
He's Spider-Man now, so...
Yeah, he's Spider-Man. He's got his own onset of power. You know how you press, in Miles Morales, you press L1 to get his Venom abilities, right?
Yeah.
So apparently that's what it's going to be like for the symbiote when you're with Parker. So you're going to have, holding L1 and doing your abilities. So when you got the symbiote, it says
I guess that makes sense. You have abilities instead of gadgets now.
Yeah, in the blog, it says get used to holding L1, right? And even Miles has his own new powers, where he's got this blue electricity.
He does like a Kamehameha in the fucking trailer.
And in the comic, didn't he just get like an energy sword or some shit?
I like the Venom punch or the shock punch, whatever he had. I like the invisibility. I think those were cool punches. But then when he started doing Kamei waves and all that shit, I was like, alright, you guys are doing too much. You know, most Spider-Man have like one or two like tricks up their sleeves. It's like, you got everything, dog. Like,
what do you think's gonna happen in this game, like narrative-wise?
I think you're onto something with Peter Parker. I think he might go through something that like a dark phase, especially because we do see him in black suit. I could definitely see him going through an event that like kind of fucks with him, like questions like who he is the hero. Maybe even makes like Miles look at him differently, because like, you know, he saw him in a different light. I feel not even with like a shit ton of experience in the first one, I feel like coming off of that one, he's like such a hero, so like how do they play with that, right?
Even he says at the end of this, like, he's never like that.
Yeah, right? So like even he's noticing character traits that are different about him. I also feel like with the whole thing that they're playing with two Spider-Man, you also gotta work within that story. How do you make them different? Not also just like gameplay, but like character, right?
Yeah. What do you think's gonna happen in the game beat tendency?
I think like the way they set up in the trailer, right, is Kraven and his crew are down to hunt everything that's in Manhattan, right? So Spider-Man's gonna be battling all these villains and Kraven at the same time. With like every major fight, Kraven's gonna be there. Story-wise, I really think they're gonna do the church stuff. There's no way they're not. Like, Insomniac is a good developer and they stay true to the shit. Like, since Sony's had them, they put out like banger games, man. They took like the Zelda approach, like the Tears of the Kingdom approach. Take your time and make a good game. Church, that's where he's gonna get rid of the symbiote. We're gonna see Venom. Venom's in there.
But I don't think he's gonna be in it as much as we think.
I don't think so either.
Yeah, definitely up there, but like,
unless Peter goes bad for longer than I think he's gonna go bad.
Yeah.
I don't think we're gonna get that much Venom, because maybe it'll be like 10% of the game the symbiote completely takes over Peter, and he's like a hulking Venom, and Miles has to stop him. And that's when he loses it. And towards the end of the game, you see Venom get the symbiote. Maybe even when they do DLC, he shows up in there a little bit, like little hints. Same thing how they start setting up Miles in the DLC with all the phone calls, right?
It's either we're not symbiote Spider-Man for long, or we don't get Venom for long. It's one or the other.
I want to say like the first third of the game would probably play as normal Spider-Man, at which point you'll probably get like the symbiote. And then like what you were saying with the Kraven thing, I do think there's gonna be a point you lose the symbiote, and that's where we get Venom, and then you kind of return to form being like a natural Spider-Man again. And then I feel like at that point, that's when you will deal with like Kraven or like Venom at that point, like towards the end of the game. Probably like the good chunk of like the middle, you'll probably be Black Suit Spider-Man just running around.
I feel like it would be weird to make you be like have a completely different moveset and then change it randomly in the game.
That's true.
Otherwise, you're going to be able to change between them the whole time. Very similar to Web of Shadows. The combos in Web of Shadows are fucking amazing. Best part of that game. You have
Bro, fighting in this game, the new one with the symbiote, bro, look like devastating.
Dude, when that guy's pinned up against the house and he's just like kick.
He had the tendrils and he was beating the guy off the walls, so that was hilarious.
I want to talk about how he chucks that.
Like,
I love
him
that.
succumbing to the symbiote, the way he just chucked that guy
I
on the
saved
ground.
you. I'm better than you, but here, get the fuck out of here. You're done. My job here is done. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, you're safe.
Bro, I watched that. I rewound that part like so many times just to watch. Like Miles watches him throw the guy and then looks back at him. Like, what the fuck? Looks back at the guy and looks back at him.
Eat shit and die, you filthy animal.
Yo, why the fuck does Genki know his last name but never met him? Why are you telling the guy his first and last name?
If you were Miles and I was Genki, you wouldn't tell me who Peter is?
Why is it any of your fucking business?
You wouldn't tell
Why
me?
It's not my business to tell you his
But
he wears a mask for a fucking reason. It's not my business.
You wouldn't tell me?
Like, that was in public too. Like, that was just on a dock. Mr. Parker. Where are you from?
That's true. Anybody could have been around listening
Bro.
to that. Alright, the rumor some people are hearing is that it's gonna be like a Venom minigame after Spider-Man 2, and there's gonna be Spider-Man 3 and Spider-Gwen.
I'll take that.
I was saying though, like, they're doing Mary Jane now. Like, the whole thing is Gwen Stacy dies. Like, so in the comics, if you ever read, like, back in the day, Peter and Mary Jane were not interested in each other at all. Him and Gwen Stacy were like the main love interest until she dies.
Yep.
Peter and Mary Jane are just kind of friends. Eventually they get together.
Go get him, Tiger.
It will be cool to see Green Goblin in this game.
And their adaptation of him, because like,
yeah, is it gonna be Beast Goblin or is it gonna be Glider Goblin? Because they're both good goblins.
Good question.
If it's gonna be Glider Goblin, are they gonna do the cartoon one where he's got like the hat, or are they gonna do their own version of an armored goblin? Sam Raimi's just kind of like an armored goblin.
I want Hat Goblin or I want Beast Goblin. Purple hat, bro. Put on his purple hat.
No, Green Goblin's a dickhead.
We'll meet again, Spider-Man.
That's like
Lightspeed, Spider-Man.
Godspeed, Spider-Man.
Yeah, no, that's half the fun of Green Goblin. Just
Yeah, right, his
shit.
voice.
Yeah. Like,
I want, okay, another thing I was getting into. I want Mary Jane to die. I want to introduce Gwen Stacy.
No.
That's what I was getting
Black
at
Cat,
before.
bro. I want it. Black suit.
You just want Black Cat because she got a badonkadonk.
Yes, sir.
Thanks so much for listening. This has been D-Train.
see money?
B Tennessee.
And this is Comic Cast 9000. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Or else.
Ciao.